A few days have passed since I've uploaded the last video, and today is Tuesday, Accountability Tuesday. Yeah. As for the sleep fix, last night I went late to bed because I had coffee in the afternoon, but I got up around 9. Yeah, I got up around 9, which has been the usual get up hour lately. 9:10. Might sound late, but I do go late to bed as well, later than I would like to. So I've been having the right amount of sleep, and the sleep has been deep. So I guess this part really is settled. As for the accountability, yeah, today is accountability day. So I believe I've told you about having a checklist for it. I've done it, and I'm going to follow it today. And the thing about the accountability is I have a little list with the months on top, week on side, weekend on the other side. And in one part of the page I have it for the money I'm going to receive, and the other part of the page I have for the money I'm going to pay. So I keep them separated, and I can look and quickly see if I've been getting, here it is, or spending money. But then I have the checklist. So this is a week. You need a budget. I'll put the link below. You need a budget is a tracker, money tracker. I love it. I have it for years. So anything I haven't put in, any expenses I haven't been accounting for, I'll put in. Look at how, this is the first one, look at how the banks are and how the credit cards are. Make some payments if there's any payments to make. And I know whether or not there's any payments because I have this other part, which is August payments, and then I have the week, and then I have the weekend, and I have all the things I need to pay on one side, on both sides if I have things to pay on the weekends. Then afterwards, I have to note down the payments on the checklist. I used to have a gorgeous checklist. I really like it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I never used it because it was not convenient. So I decided to make my own checklist, which is the ugliest thing I've ever seen, but it's so practical, and I've been using it every single time. So it's not that I don't like pretty things. I absolutely love them, but they have to do both. They have to be pretty, and they have to be practical. Otherwise, I won't use them. So I have a little sheet with the bills tracker. So basically, I write the name of the company and how much I pay in the month. So this is July. I paid 100. Still haven't paid it this month. And I write down each kind of bill and the name of the month and how much I paid it that month. It's that simple. I don't have to fulfill anything. I write down what I just paid. It sounds counteractive because the other one was already pre-made. I just had to write how much I paid. I don't have to know what is the month or whatever. I just have to look and fulfill. But I had to know which bill is it and which month is it and where do I have to fulfill it. And that took time and a little bit of my brain width, which isn't very big where it concerns bills. So I decided to do it this way, and it's been working. So separate the money for each day. So I know I will have bills to pay. Again, I know I'll have bills to pay because I have that sheet with the months divided into week and weekends, and I have one part to how much I'm going to receive, as if I receive every weekend during the weekends. Not the case, but it will be. And another one for the payments. So I know each week which bill I need to pay, and I write it down in that bill. So when I do the weekly accounting checklist, I just go to that list and see how much do I have to pay when and how do I have to pay it. Because some things I need to pay by through the bank, by bank transfer, or what, or bank reference, and other things I need to pay cash. So those I have to pay on cash. I take the money out and put it aside so I can pay it, and those I have to pay directly on the bank. I do it online again, and these are the payments today. A note down expenses and receipts. Let's say I had an unexpected expense, I would write it down because the ones I am expecting are already there. Underline the extras. So if I had that unexpected expense, I would underline it. But in this note down the expenses and payments, let's say I forgot I had to pay a certain bill, then I write it down. It's not an extra expense, it's something I forgot. Add up to know how much I spent and how much I have earned this week, and review the week. By this review is, did I stay in budget? Did I went over budget? What did I went over budget with? And how did I manage to stay in budget? Or how did I manage to stay in budget? I either do one thing or another. I either stay in budget or I go over budget. And that gives me an idea of how I'm acting and thinking, and it slowly but steadily allows me to improve. So this is the checklist. I have one for the month. I'm not going to talk about that one today. Not today, we will. The day and an hour, yeah, the day and an hour. Oh, the day and an hour. That's going to be the future, perhaps, maybe one day, when I'm a little bit more attuned to this. Right now, doing this once a week is already demanding. And then I have a 5 years one. As you can see, it's not yet fulfilled. Then I have a yearly one, and then I have a semester one, and then I have a trimester one. Now, these, seemingly enough, are extremely important because these go into the months and allow me to make the week. Now, these aren't exactly goals, but they work kind of like that. So I have no idea what I'm going to do in 5 years. That's why it's empty. But I do know that by year I have birthdays and Christmas, and I have to pay taxes and insurances, and I have maintenance with the house and the car. So these things I need to prepare yearly. Usually I do this either in September or November. I prefer to do it in September because it's the following month. It gives me time. It gives me October. It gives me 3 months to get ahead and whatever it is that's coming in the following year. Because in November my head is already in Christmas, and well, the truth is I only have 1 month, and if something's off, I don't have enough time to prepare myself. Then I have the semester, so to review the year and change clothes by season. Now, it might sound silly, but clothes, I mean, every year it's necessary to buy either this piece or another piece, or these shoes or those shoes. So if I do this, if I know I need to do this ahead, I'm also going to be prepared to spend this or that. So let's say now we are in August. In October, when I put the clothes away, I already make a list of what am I going to need for next summer. I make that list, and I know more or less, I never know exactly, but more or less how much it's going to cost. So I know the following year how much I'll need to have to be able to um, support that expense. It doesn't mean I'm going to make a savings for it. It doesn't mean I'm even going to prepare myself for it, but I'm going to know how much I'm going to need for it when it comes. And then when it comes, I will deal with it. Although I should really be putting the money aside, but it's too many things, and I decided to make my life simpler. I just know how much it is. When time comes, I will start preparing myself for it. And the same goes for spring. When a winter ends, I'll make a note of what I will be needing the following winter, and I will know approximately how much that is going to cost. Review the year. So, am I okay to pay the taxes and insurances and maintenance and inspection and whatever there is to be paid? Do I have the right money? Am I in the right track? If I keep saving for those the way I am, will I be able to have the money when the time comes? If I don't, what do I need to do to be able to do it? Yeah. Yeah. And then trimester. How are taxes going? Again, do I have enough money to pay them? Am I okay? And then look at the investments, savings, and retirement. Well, I'm not investing. Do save, and the retirement, I stopped the retirement savings. Doesn't mean I don't keep it in mind, so that I remember that I will need to start doing it one day. Or maybe not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I need to have a plan for it. It doesn't mean I need to have a retirement account. It means I need to have a plan for it. That's what I need to keep in mind. So these things are kept in mind when I go and make the monthly preparation, and again when I do the weekly preparation. Now, you've seen in the weekly that I haven't mentioned neither clothes nor birthdays nor Christmas nor taxes nor maintenance, anything of the sort. And it doesn't matter because, again, accountability is like how I use my money to make things. And it's connected with how I use my time. So there's a sheet with the months, again, divided in a week and weekend. And in that sheet, I have the main goals, and I spread them around the month and the week, the weeks and the weekends of the month. Some of them require money, some of them don't. When I make this sheet, I also look at the calendar, and I know, do I have any birthdays this family birthdays this month, and is there any account to be paid? More importantly than that, I mean, you must be thinking I'm a bit, and maybe I am a bit obsessed about this, but I've paid so much, literally, in money for not being organized, and I've regretted it so much that I do try. I don't always make it, but I do try to have things noted down so that I don't get a surprise, because I do get surprises. So my wrinkly t-shirt, nice, isn't it? So I also have something that it's called year. So I have this is 2022, but I have one. You need a budget. That's the yearly yearly fee, 65 euro. So I have one for year, I put this 2022 because it really is the year we are. So ev when I prepare the year, I come here and I put how much I am going to spend in each month, not on monthly expenses, but those who appear only once a year or twice a year or every few years, like tires for the car. So I write them down here. And when I am preparing the month, the time of months, like this one where the goals are indicated, I write down those things. And so this is what includes the taxes and birthdays and whatever. And then I can put it on that, and I know when I am following that list of a checklist for the week in the payments, make payments, those are also included. So it is a more blended way of making sure I have money for birthdays and taxes and those things without having to think there are those. Well, birthdays is okay because someone's birthday, but taxes, insurances, it's a bore to pay, I have to admit. So, and this is just a normal week. I'll give you an idea of how to do it. We'll talk about the month another time. So yeah, accountability to Thursday. Let us begin.